Welcome back, off-road enthusiasts and adrenaline junkies, to another high-octane update from the world of extreme power sports. Today, we are diving into an announcement that has completely shattered the ceiling of what we thought was possible in the production side-by-side market. American powersports giant Polaris has just officially unveiled their 2027 model year lineup, and the absolute star of the show is a machine that redefines the very meaning of dominance on dirt, sand, and rock. If you thought the horsepower wars were slowing down, think again, because Polaris has just dropped a nuclear payload on the competition with the all-new RZR Pro R Boost. They call it the Boost for a very good reason, as it has officially claimed the throne as the most powerful production side-by-side on the face of the earth. We are talking about a machine that completely eclipses the previously reigning heavyweights, leaving the Can-Am Maverick R and the Kawasaki Teryx H2 scrambling for traction in its massive wake. To truly understand what makes the 2027 RZR Pro R Boost such a monumental leap forward, we have to start at the beating heart of this mechanical beast. Tucked aggressively behind the occupants is a significantly overhauled and extensively fortified ProStar Fury 2.0 inline-4 engine. While the naturally aspirated ProStar Fury was already a highly capable power plant, Polaris decided to strap a massive 66mm Garrett turbocharger onto it, essentially turning a very fast trail machine into an absolute rocket ship. The result of this forced induction madness is a staggering 275 horsepower. Let that number sink in for a moment. We are talking about 275 horses in a side-by-side, paired with a neck-snapping 215 pound-feet of torque that hits hard right at 4,000 RPM. This incredible output means the Pro R Boost delivers a mountain of usable torque precisely where you need it, giving you unmatched acceleration and throttle response, whether you are carving through high-speed desert whoops or conquering vertical rock faces. What is truly mind-blowing about this engineering marvel is its consistency. Polaris rigorously tested this engine to ensure it maintains its peak power levels even in the most brutal conditions imaginable. The advanced turbo system and liquid-to-air intercooler allow the RZR Pro R Boost to pull with maximum fury even when the ambient temperature skyrockets past 115 degrees Fahrenheit, or when you're blasting along high-altitude mountain trails over 10,000 feet above sea level. However, you simply cannot dump that much extreme horsepower and torque into a vehicle without completely rethinking the supporting architecture. Extreme power generates extreme heat and catastrophic driveline stress, and Polaris knew that bolting on a turbocharger was only step one. They essentially engineered a complete ecosystem for this unbelievable powertrain. To keep this monstrous engine breathing easy, Polaris designed a massive new dual radiator cooling architecture. This setup includes a large rear-mounted high-temperature radiator fed by a prominent aggressive roof scoop that rams cool air straight into the system. The continuously variable transmission, or CVT, was heavily upgraded as well. The new high-capacity clutching system features a significantly larger drive belt and a massive 48-fin driven clutch that operates like a giant fan to draw in air, drastically reducing temperatures and vastly extending belt life during extreme abuse. Furthermore, the transmission itself is now actively cooled, ensuring that the drivetrain temperature remains perfectly stabilized even when you're pinning the throttle for miles on end across the desert floor. Polaris also completely redesigned the front drive, integrating stronger, beefier half shafts and heavy-duty front differential components that allow the system to send relentless power to all four wheels without the computer needing to dial back the torque to save the axles from snapping. When it comes to putting all of this ridiculous power to the ground, Polaris is offering the 2027 RZR Pro R Boost in two incredibly capable trim levels, the Ultimate and the Ultra, both of which are available in either 2-seat or 4-seat configurations. The Ultimate trim is an absolute technological tour de force right out of the box, featuring the highly acclaimed Dynamics DV suspension system equipped with Fox 3.0 live valve internal bypass shocks. This setup constantly monitors the terrain and adjusts damping on the fly, providing new levels of G-out protection and rear bump control to soak up the most violent impacts imaginable. But if you want the absolute pinnacle of off-road handling, you have to step up to the top-tier trim, Ultra. The Ultra introduces the industry's first factory-integrated, electronically controlled active sway bar links, a technology known as Dynamics DVS. This revolutionary active anti-roll bar system seamlessly adjusts stiffness from side to side in real time, virtually eliminating body roll in high-speed corners, while still allowing for massive suspension articulation when crawling over treacherous boulders. The Ultra trim also shaves crucial weight and adds a layer of exotic styling with a stunning carbon fiber hood and custom seat bezels. Inside the cabin of the Ultra, drivers take command via a premium MPI GT steering wheel, while the entire rig sits menacingly on 32-inch BF Goodrich tires wrapped around ultra-strong aluminum wheels. The cabin itself remains a high-tech command center designed to keep you focused and comfortable at warp speeds. Both trims feature the massive 10.4-inch ride command display, offering GPS mapping, vehicle diagnostics, and an integrated rear camera. You also get premium heated and ventilated Pro Climate seats and 6-point retractable harnesses to keep you firmly planted when gravity tries to pull you out of the machine. The Ultimate trim even sweetens the deal with an ear-splitting Rockford Fosgate Stage 4 audio system to provide the soundtrack to your adrenaline rush. Of course, all of this groundbreaking technology, record-setting horsepower, and aerospace-grade engineering doesn't come cheap. When the 2027 Polaris RZR Pro R Boost starts hitting dealership floors across America this November, it will arrive with a price tag that matches its premium hypercar-like status in the off-road world. The two-seat Ultimate model kicks off the pricing at just under $50,000, specifically starting at $49,999. If you opt for the four-seat Ultra with all the carbon fiber bits and the active sway bar technology, you're looking at an investment of nearly $57,000. But for those off-road purists who demand the absolute best, who refuse to compromise, and who want the unmatched thrill of piloting the undisputed king of the side-by-side world, the RZR Pro R Boost is worth every single penny. This is not just an incremental upgrade, this is a paradigm shift in off-road performance. So, what do you think about Polaris completely blowing the doors off the competition with this monster? Let us know in the comments below if you think it justifies the massive price tag, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more breaking automotive and off-road news.